Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about a Goose Creek wax melt haul, or a Goose Creek candle wax melt haul. Candle wax melt candle. Anyways, the company Goose Creek Candle creates both candles, hence the name, but they also create a body care line as well as wax melts and room sprays. So I actually placed an order with them. I placed 2 orders with them because they were having different little flash sales, especially on the wax melts, and I was really excited to pick them up. They're normally for like a puck of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cylindrical sort of triangular cubes. Is about $4 for however many ounces, 2.1 ounces. So they are a little bit pricey in terms of like a mid-range sort of wax melt. They're not like super expensive like a vendor wax melt might be, or for example like the Party Light wax melts tend to be a little bit more on the higher end. Pink zebra sprinkles, they're canisters of wax, although they tend to be more wax, but it's anyways. This is like a mid-range sort of price point. It's not quite as like bargain finding as say like Mainstay's Walmart wax or like a Better Homes and Gardens Sensationals, but it's not necessarily out of the realm of affordability. You know, this is on par with like a Yankee Candle wax melt, or what is the other one? Woodwick, or Pioneer Woman wax melt. You know, a little bit less expensive than Scentsy, but anyways, that's enough about price. That's what it is. So, anyways, long story short, I was going to do this video earlier, but my original order got lost, and the wonderful customer service representatives at Goose Creek were kind enough to kind of help me troubleshoot, and when I couldn't find it, and they couldn't find it, and UPS couldn't find it, they were more than happy to replace the order for me, and so I'm very grateful for them for doing that. And, you know, because I spent my money on it and I really wanted to appreciate the wax melts. So I have that order plus the other order that I got with me right now, and I kind of organized them alphabetically, and I have my iPad so I can try and see if they have all the scent notes up. Some of them are, I think, retired scents at this point, so I may not be able to find all of the fragrance notes, but for the ones that have them, I will at least read the top, middle, and bottom notes. And that's something cool on their website. They do list those top, mid, and bottom notes for all the scents, which I think I would really like to see Scentsy do more regularly, as opposed to just with like the scent of the month kit where you do get all of that. I'm always curious to see what that combination is, even if I don't necessarily smell all of the notes. But that being said, I got a bunch of wax melts, I got a few room sprays, and then they also had, which is new, because I knew they had body lotion and hand cream and hand soap, but they also have like a moisturizing shower gel that I was not aware of. It's probably one of our newer product, and I haven't opened this one. I'm not going to open it on on camera, but because I'm not in the shower. But I love their soothing coconut scent. It's a great sweet sort of coconutty, soft vanilla, a little bit of rum note in it sort of scent. So I'm very curious to see how it performs. It is dye-free, clean, vegan, and cruelty-free with no parabens, phthalates, or sulfates. So pretty excited to try this and see how it goes. It is a little bit pricier, but nothing any worse than like a Bath and Body Works one. I think it was like $12.99, I want to say, something like that. Anyways, we'll see. So without further ado, let's dive into our scents. The first one I have here is Apple Cider Ice Cream. It's a nice reddish wax. And this one is enjoy the yummy combination of creamy vanilla ice cream and caramel apple cider. Prominent scent notes include sweet apple, pear, caramel, cider, and ice cream. So let's go ahead and give her a whiff. All right, so I get apple cider, and I do get like a kind of a little bit of a pear, like the slight juicy wateriness of a pear. It's not like Johnny Appleseed from Scentsy's like juicy pear, but there is like a pear note in here. It is a sweeter sort of apple cider rather than like a spicy apple cider, which I kind of appreciate. And you do get like a creaminess, which ice cream scent. You get more of the apple cider component to this on the bottom of the bar. And you get more of like the ice cream or like vanilla cream sort of note that's on the top. So I was actually pretty excited about this one. Oh, and they also say that this is a soy wax blend with essential oils. So keep that in mind. A paraffin and soy wax blend. That's what it is. Okay. Anyways, scent-wise, this is pretty much what I was hoping it would be. It almost smells like an apple cider milkshake, like an apple cider vanilla milkshake. Not heavily vanilla, but enough to give it that like ice cream sort of vibe. It's really good, and I hope it performs just as nicely, because that's quite an interesting combination. Like I wouldn't have thought apple cider ice cream. It's almost like, you know, like root beer float, apple cider ice cream. So there we go. This is gonna be a long video, so hope you got some coffee or something to drink or some munchies, because we're gonna go through these. All right. Next up, I have Balsam Fur. This one is a green wax. This is not made with essential oils. At least it doesn't say that it is. And it doesn't give me scent notes for this one, because why would it? Well, okay, so we're just gonna go with that it's balsam and fir tree, or maybe fir needle. We'll find out, because they didn't put any scent notes on their website. That's sad. Oh yeah, this one reminds me of the, I want to say that there's a Sensationals, it was like fresh cut balsam or something like that, or balsam and something. I really should have my list of all the different scents I've tried from the different brands so that I can compare them. Actually, I wonder if I can bring that up right now while I'm smelling this. I do get the balsam. I do kind of get the fir. No, it's a nice blend. Let's see if I can find which one I'm thinking of from Better Homes and Gardens, I want to say. Nope. Maybe cherry and balsam is the one I'm thinking of, but there's no cherry in this, so maybe not. I swear there was another balsam one that they had. Anyways, this is definitely, you get balsam, which I really love. It's perhaps my favorite sort of like green tree Christmassy scent, because it's more woodsy based, but sometimes balsam can be a little bit overwhelmingly like almost sawdust-esque if it's done in an awkward way. This one smells pretty accurate though to it, and fir just kind of rounds out the greenness of it, so it's a little bit more of a tree vibe or foresty vibe, but very nice, very woodsy. If you're looking for a green tree scent, this one might be worth picking out and trying. All right, next on our list, or at least the one that I have next in my hand, is Brown Sugar Churros. Now, this one I'm really excited about because Churro from Scentsy was discontinued. Why, I don't know. It was a great scent. They really need to bring that back. But I think it's in my club, so I'm not too worried. In the meantime, Brown Sugar Churros from Goose Creek. Let's see what it is they say. An absolutely scrumptious treat, deliciously fried and covered with mouth-watering brown sugar. So the top notes are cinnamon stick and drizzled caramel. The mid notes are fried dough, sweet maple, and pecan. And the base is sweet brown sugar and whipped vanilla. So let's see what we get. Okay. It's a little... All right, that's a little bit better. It is almost a little too cinnamon sugar vibe for me. Like, it's sweet cinnamon and sugar, like, but it's maybe I know churros are usually like dusted in cinnamon and sugar, but it's almost, at least on cold, I'm picking up more of the sweetness from the cinnamon sugar, from the brown sugar, than I am picking up like the fried dough. I can smell it in there, but I feel like this is very brown sugar heavy, at least on cold. I'll be curious to see how this warms, because Scentsy's churro is a little bit more balanced, and you get more of like that fried dough vibe even on cold sniff. Whereas this one you get like a waft of sweet brown sugar, cinnamon brown sugar. It kind of reminds me of like if you've ever had like the maple brown sugar oatmeal, like instant oatmeal, but without the maple note, or like just like the brown sugar version. It's kind of like that. That's kind of the vibe it's giving me on cold. But I'm really hoping that this one will perform really well, because I was hoping to find another churro scent to grab a couple bars for, because it's just kind of like fun, kind of like reminds me of like State Fair, Carnival, fall vibes. So that is brown sugar churro. Next on our list, let's see, we have Cabin in the Woods, and this one, let me see if I can find it. Cabin. There we are. Cabin in the Woods. This is the perfect getaway. Get lost at a lakeside cabin in the Swiss countryside. Prominent scent notes top are warm woods, autumn citrus, and light spice. Mid are amber, sandalwood, and cream. And then base notes are aged oak and cedar and pine. All right. Let's see what we got here. Does this smell like a lakeside cabin? So this gives me like an aftershave cologne vibe on the very first whiff. Yes. I definitely pick up amber. I definitely pick up cedar. And I definitely get the sandalwood. There is a like warm woodsy vibe that kind of rounds it out. This is very woodsy, but it's like woodsy aftershave cologne versus like forest woodsy. It's giving me like a little bit of not quite like Old Spice vibes, but in the same vein as a cologne like that, where it's like woodsy, slightly spicy, a hint of citrus, but it's not like a fresh cologne. It's more of like that woodsy, more of the deeper sort of cologne notes. There's a hint, just the slightest hint of soapiness to this. I don't really get a whole lot of pine, which I'm not mad about. I do get a little bit of what I would probably say is aged oak, just because I just warmed apple and oak from Better Homes and Gardens, and I love that scent. It actually performed really well for me. That's not part of this video, but yeah, this is just like a really nice, like cologne-y, woodsy sort of fragrance. Very, very sort of refined, like a deeper sort of scent. And I really like that. Okay. Enough on Cabin in the Woods. Let's get out of the woods. Next we have Coffee Shop. And here we go. Coffee Shop. An early morning stop by your favorite coffee shop. It's the rich, soul-stirring aroma of roasting coffee beans filling the air. Prominent scent notes. Top is roasting coffee beans, mid is warm molten mocha, and base is hazelnuts and milk. So, let's see what we got, because I'm still on the search for good coffee scents aside from Coffee Tree, which is in my club. Ooh, you do get the coffee. And you do get this kind of like warm, rich, like mocha sort of note to it. This kind of gives me like a little bit of Mocha Doodle vibes from Scentsy. But Mocha Doodle seems to be a little bit more like creamy, almost like bakery, like almost vanilla, like a treat rather than like a cookie treat, rather than this, which is more like coffee and mocha. Coffee chocolate. I do get a little bit of the hazelnut. I don't know if I specifically get milk, but there's like a hint of creaminess that might be like the milk note that kind of makes the coffee less like bold black coffee. And the chocolatey note to this is not overwhelmingly chocolate. So you do get a fair amount of coffee. Coffee and chocolate scents tend to work really well together in general. It just adds like a richness and a depth to the coffee scent, so it's not so one-dimensional. This is a really great scent. I really will be curious to see how this performs. That might be one I grab a few extras on to hold on to for when I'm in like the mood for like focus or coffee. All right, next we have Cozy Home. Another brownish wax, like a fireplace on the logo. This one is grab a book and have a seat by the fire. This crisp Saturday morning couldn't get any better. And, you know, we all need a good, great, crisp Saturday morning. I don't know if I'd describe a morning as crisp, but I guess so. That's true. All right. Top notes, warm woods, toasted coconut. Rich balsam is the mid note, and the base is amber, sandalwood, and musk. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, I got the musk on that after note. I don't know about that. Okay, so this is a rich, deep woods sort of scent. You get the musk kind of like giving it a softening. I do pick up the amber. It's not overwhelming. There's almost like a caramel sort of vibe to this, but I'm not a big caramel person, so but this isn't like bakery caramel. This is like more of like toasted woodsy caramel, if that makes sense. I think it's like the toasted coconut. It's giving like a creaminess, but it's also that sort of slight burnt sort of kind of note that meshes really well with woodsy notes, but it's not smoky. Oh, that's really good. Now, balsam in this one, this is not a green tree scent. This is not a Christmas tree balsam. I know like we just had like Balsam Fur, which is like very much Christmas tree vibes. This is like cut wood balsam, like furniture or flooring or construction. Ooh, that's good. It's definitely woodsy, definitely a hint of cologne going on there. I would wear this as a cologne. Can I just like melt this onto me and like wear it around my neck? I think people would be like, why is there wax all over you, sir? But that smells really good. And it's a very like rich, nice, but kind of like almost sexy sort of scent. I approve. That is a cozy home that I would want to be a part of. All right, next on our tour is First Autumn Frost. All right, this one is Awaken to the Season's First Cool Autumn Frost. This is balsam, eucalyptus, amber, pine, and clover. All right, like a tealish wax. Okay, and this is another like green tree scent. You get like the balsam. Balsam is definitely the prominent note here. This is definitely more of like traditional Christmas tree almost sort of scent. But you do get that cooling sort of, but also tinge, slightly stinging note from the eucalyptus, which is interesting. It works really well here with the pine, which I'm also picking up, which I wouldn't expect to. And then you do kind of get like a green note to this, which I'm guessing is the clover. So it's like green Christmas tree with hint of eucalyptus and like a leafy green sort of quality. And amber gives a little bit of like sweetness to it, enriches the scent. Oh yeah, that's definitely First Autumn Frost. It's we'll see. This could be a little bit pungent on the nose with like the eucalyptus in there. But on cold, it's giving me definitely like wintry vibes. So they definitely nailed it there. All right. And next on our list, moving on, we have In the Forest is next. No, it's Ice Sugar Cookie. So this one, I think they have sold out of. It doesn't look like it's available anymore. This is, I'm assuming, what it sounds like. It's a sugar cookie, and it's very vanilla based, which is not a bad thing. I like vanilla scents, but if you are sensitive to vanilla, you might find this a little too much vanilla. You do get the buttery note. There is that like sort of sugariness, and you do get kind of like that icing sort of note to it. Maybe not sprinkles, but you know, like that icing that you get like on a birthday cake that's a little bit too cloying. You get pickups of that with in between, but otherwise it's like a nice buttery cookie, like a plain buttery vanilla cookie that I just want to bite into. It's not as mellow and non-vanilla as like Scentsy's sugar cookie, which is a little bit more of like a neutral cookie scent without being so heavily vanilla noted. I think the icing component as well as like the vanilla mix on this one to kind of elevate the vanilla scent to it. So this is kind of reminiscent to me of like if Happy Birthday from Scentsy were instead of a cake, if it were a cookie, this is kind of what I expect or imagine it to smell like. But it's really good. I like it. I feel like during the fall especially, I tend to like bakery scents more than I normally would. Like during the summer, I want nothing to do with bakery scents almost 90% of the time, unless it's like a vanilla scent. But then in wintertime, like when you're cozy up or you're like under blankets, there's something about like bakery scents that I actually don't mind as much in this part of the season, which I can't believe I'm saying, but it happens. Next we have In the Forest. This one is, this unique blend triggers the authentic experience of walking through a woodland forest. Top notes are woodland leaves and true woods as opposed to fake woods. Mid, natural woodland and rosemary, and base is cedarwood and lush amber. And I do, whew, that's kind of soapy. I do get the rosemary. Ooh, yeah, I got rosemary. Hello, rosemary. I get leaves and I get rosemary being very heavy in this. I do get like a wood note. I don't know. I guess there is a little bit of cedar wood. I can kind of sense it, but you really get swamped in the face by like leaves and that rosemary, man. I didn't expect I mean, I guess rosemary is kind of aromatic in that sense, but I don't know. I guess I don't know what I was expecting this to be. It's very green smelling, a little bit soapy. This kind of almost smells like a really nice men's body wash too. Like a zest or something. Not a zest, that's too fresh. Like an Old Spice, but not like the traditional formulation, like one of their like Alpine ones or something like that, where it's like more green-esque. I kind of get that vibe from this. It's really nice. It's quite relaxing. And it does kind of give me that woodland forest walk vibe. I'm now that I think about it, like when I was walking, you get like that kind of dampness, that heaviness in the air, and like the foresty, woodsy, leafy smell. But it's not like dried leaves or rotting leaves or anything like that. It's like more fresh. All right, I digress. Let's move on. Next we have Irish Cream Swirl. This one is morning. Freshly brewed coffee is blended with frozen cream, vanilla bean, and dark cocoa. That sounds so good. I kind of want to make that myself and see if I can do that. All right, so prominent scent notes: espresso, cream, and spice. Mid is vanilla and coffee bean, and base is cream, cocoa, and butter. This is like a cream colored wax. Oh wow, that is way more coffee espresso than I expected it to be with this colored wax. I was gonna be like, oh, it's just gonna be like very vanilla, but wow. So you do get the espresso. It's a strong espresso note. You do get coffee bean. Like, it's not brewed coffee. This is coffee bean. This is like you huffed your nose right in like the bean container. There is a creaminess, like a cocoa butter. They say cream cocoa butter, but it's almost like cocoa butter. And like a creaminess. It's almost, I feel like this could be like a really good like shea butter body care product too, if you didn't have all like the coffee notes to this. This is very rich, very vanilla, very coffee espresso. And what I like is that this one, unlike Coffee House, that one's more like mocha based. This one's more vanilla based. And it adds more of like a creaminess rather than like an extra level of necessarily vanilla to this, even though it's in there. Oh, that's really good. So this is another potential contender for a coffee scent for me. All right, moving on. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. The next one I have is Lemon and Olive Leaf. This is cleanse your home with the exhilarating aroma of lemon leaves and soft woods. Top is Angel Food Cake, warm vanilla bean. Mid is whipped cream and soft pear, and base is cream cake and warm sugar. Interesting. I didn't expect to have like all those cake notes. I don't know about this, like where the cake note. I don't really get cake notes from this. Maybe I get a little bit on the bottom. Maybe. This is kind of like a... Why do they call it olive leaf? I don't understand. That's not even the scent notes. I get lemon. I get like a creamy note, like a whipped cream sort of note. But it's not sweet. Like, this is not a like sweet lemon sorbet sort of scent or anything like that. Or lemon ice cream. It's almost like lemons and cream, or lemons and whipped cake, or whatever they said here. Whipped cream cake or whatever. I may get a little soft pear, but there's definitely no like leaves or soft woods that are supposedly in the description here. I don't get it. And I don't really get vanilla out of this. It's just like a weird creamy, not sweet lemon, which is giving me not quite artificial lemon cleaner vibes. It's like if you juiced a lemon and created your own like lemon creamer or lemon like hydrating scrub or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Because the scent notes, like what I thought it was going to be, and then like the prominent scent notes are very different from what I expected. I don't know how I feel about that one. All right, moving on. Let's see. Next we have Love You Latte. Ha 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 ha. So they, as you can see, they have a couple different like coffee-esque note scented things. So I wanted to try a couple of them. This is the rich culture of Italy awaits you as you explore the city, finding the perfect cafe. Prominent scent notes: top, fresh brewed coffee, fluffy marshmallows, mid, vanilla cream and milk, and bottom, espresso, caramel, and creamy vanilla. So this is going to be like maybe more caramel-esque. Oh yes, yes. This one is definitely more on the caramel. Oh yeah. This is like the marshmallow caramel. This is like your Starbucks Frappuccino. It's not super sweet, but it's like a rich caramel sweetness. And it's very much more caramel. In fact, coffee in this one is kind of like the mid-ground, background sort of scent that I pick up. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way and be like, wow, this is a coffee-based scent. This is more like a milk and caramel scent with coffee in it. Because you can smell the coffee, but like coffee house is like, whoa, coffee. And then the other one that I already can't remember the name of, oh my goodness, Irish Cream, was like, whoa, coffee, espresso, and then like cream / vanilla. This one is like caramel, marshmallows, milk, vanilla, and then somewhere in there is like some coffee in the background. So I would say out of the three of them, this is the least coffee-esque or authentic of the three in terms of just straight up a coffee or espresso scent. This is definitely more of like that specialty drink vibe, but it is very nice. I do like it. But if you're hunting down like that, I want my house to smell like Starbucks coffee or Pete's Coffee or whatever coffee shop you go to. I don't know that this one would be the one that I would pick, at least not on cold. All right, next we have, we have to go to M, Marshmallows. Marshmallows. A delicious blend of fluffy marshmallows and heartwarming vanilla bean. So this is, top is warm vanilla bean, mid is fluffy marshmallows, and base is toasted vanilla cream. And this is just like sweet vanilla marshmallow scent. Yeah. It's very vanilla heavy. It does smell like marshmallows though. It doesn't smell like just a vanilla scent. It does smell like vanilla marshmallows, which I appreciate. And there is a kind of warmth to this scent, which I appreciate as well. It's surprisingly multi-dimensional for a vanilla sugar, basically, sort of scent, right? But you really do catch the marshmallow. You do get a slight toasty note to the vanilla cream. And you do get a warmth to the vanilla bean scent in this. This is really nice. This is a great sort of vanilla scent without being overly sweet or overly perfumey. Yeah, I highly recommend that one. That's yummy. If you like marshmallowy scents. Okay, next we have Ocean Breeze. And Ocean Breeze is no longer available on here for me to read the scent notes. So we're just gonna go through it and see what we think it smells like. Ocean Breeze. They're very much the traditional like ozone, sea salt, aquatic note vibes. This is giving me like Scentsy's by the sea, basically. In fact, if I didn't know exactly, they're pretty similar. So if you're familiar with Scentsy's by the Sea, yeah, this is very, very similar to that one. At least on cold. Yeah, you get that kind of like soapy ozone, kind of cleaner, like what is it called? Ozium sort of scent. Sea salt is definitely there. Yeah, that's what that is. It's not quite ocean from Scentsy, it's more like by the sea. All right, moving on. Let's do this one. Pure. Oh, they don't have this one either. Pure White Sand. So this must have been another one that was from the summer collection. Now this one's softer. I get a driftwood note, I think. There is some sort of like brightness. I don't know if it's like a lemon or maybe it is a lemon. There's like a sweetness to it, but then there's also like the driftwoodsy note, and then there's kind of like kind of what I expect with like a cashmere sort of scent or like a cozy sort of scent where they're trying to emulate that sort of like cozy feeling, like kind of like a musk almost. But then there's like that weird like lemon or leafy sort of note. So it's like lemon leafy, driftwoodsy, and slightly musky sand. I don't hate it, but I feel like it's kind of just, I think the picture doesn't really like accurately kind of encapsulates the idea of like it's like that the sea like the suds or the foam on the sea, like you kind of get that vibe, and it's kind of like slightly lemony breeze comes by as, and like you get like a kick of like the sunshine from it. I don't know, it's okay. Not like super wild about it. All right, next we have Sailboats. This is also done on a website, so we'll go through quickly. This is nice. This is definitely a fresh aquatic scent. This is more, if you smelled, it almost gives me a little bit of like shampoo vibes, slightly. Yeah, I get like a shampoo sort of vibe to this, but it's not like what is it? Not Enchanted. Is it Enchanted? Or like the lady scent one from the Dia de los Muertes collection, it's also kind of like the love spell one. It doesn't, or magic spell one. It's not like a female shampoo sort of thing, and it's not an herbal essences like fruity sort of weird sort of one. It's more of just like a straight up fresh clean shampoo, like no nonsense, aquatic. You can kind of smell the soap, but it's not like soapy in the scent, like in the traditional sense. It's more like that you can smell like the gel liquid that form it is. It's very fresh and very clean smelling. Yeah, there's no like ozonic sort of vibe to this. It's like a fresh, cool, like lake with a sailboat. And you do kind of get like an air note to it, but again, it's like a fresh, clean breeze, not to be confused with Scentsy's clean breeze, which is like Febreze basically almost. All right, next we have Sandcastles. This one also doesn't have a description on there. I'm guessing it's gonna be a sand or beach scent. Oh, and this one basically, I can tell you right here before I go. This is very similar to Coconut Sands, or whatever it's called, from Sensationals. That was really just like a dark green label with coconut on it. This is basically Coconut Sands with a warmer, sort of like golden nectar note to this. Or golden sunshine note. Like maybe a tropical fruit even. Like a soft, warm, not really banana per se, but it's very similar. It's got that same sort of like sandy-esque vibe. I actually like this one better though because of that extra floral tropical bonus to it that kind of warms the scent. Think of like warm Walking on Sunshine kind of like had a baby with Coconut Sands. That would be kind of what that scent would be. All right, next we have Sea Glass. Again, this is not available anymore, so. And this is like, I mean, I don't know what sea glass is supposed to smell like, so it's not really helpful, but this is a fresh, sweet scent. What is that? I wish I knew. Yeah, it's like a fresh, sweet scent. It's not particularly aquatic. It almost has like a... It's not really a sandy note. You don't really get woods. It's like a sweet sea air note. But it's not salty sea air. It's like sweet. Like you've got like a waft of like florals, maybe some sort of like just clean breeze coming through, like greens. It has like a kind of lemon upper note to it, or a brightness to it, a citrus note. I don't know, it's kind of forgettable. It's just like another, it's a very ambiguous, clean scent to me. So it's okay. I wouldn't necessarily like run to grab it, but it's nice smelling. All right, next we have sprinkled sugar cookies. This is also apparently not, I just have like a bunch of them that are not available anymore. Sprinkled sugar cookies. This one is very much more vanilla. So iced sugar cookies was kind of like almost like a birthday cake cookie, if you will. This one is very vanilla. Oh man, this is like, whoo! I love it, but oh my god. This is also a very sweet cookie scent, but instead of having like that icing note, this is very much vanilla, like bakery vanilla, vanilla extract, buttery, but not vanilla bean buttercream from Scentsy. That's a very distinctive sort of different scent. But this is a very buttery vanilla. Or I should say a vanilla cookie that's very rich and buttery. Like, I would eat this cookie. It almost smells like vanilla cake to me. That's how, like, rich it is. But it smells delicious. Oh my goodness. I would eat these cookies. So yeah, there's no icing note in this one. So that's the big difference between, like, the iced sugar cookies and the sprinkled ones here. It's still, like, rich and buttery sugar cookie, but it's not no icing available. All right, next we have Splish Splash. I believe this one is not available anymore either. I assume this is going to be like a rain-based scent. And this one is more like the Ozium, Febreze, sort of like ozone, fresh, clean, soapy body wash scent. This is like the Lever 2000, Zest, you know, one of those like very typical body wash sort of smells. Soapy. Yeah, that's basically what this is. It's not rain, it's not fresh fallen rain. It's like body wash. All right, not a fan of that one. Next, we have Sunlit Shores. This one, I think, is also not available anymore. No. So sorry that most of these are not available. I think they were having, like, a summer clearance flash sale, and that's why there's so many summer ones. This reminds me of Sensational Pacific Coast Highway. You get, like, that pineapple, dewy but aquatic, traveling along down the road, down the coast, a little bit of that sandy note, fresh aquatic pineapple beachy vibe scents. Yeah, this is basically Sensational Pacific Coast Highway, which I also adore. That's a great scent. So this one definitely wins. This one's a little bit more mellow than that one, but very similar in scent profile. All right, we have 6 more. I'm sorry, 6 more. So we have Sweet Banana Bread next. This one is available. Shocker, right? And I wanted to find a banana bread scent that was kind of like my grandmother's banana cupcakes, because Scentsy's banana bread scent that we had, or banana nut bread, was just didn't really do it for me. So this one is Spend the Day Baking with Mom. This treat is a family favorite. It's a warm, delicious oven-baked banana bread. Top notes, baked banana swirl, mid vanilla and butter, and base homemade bread. Now this one smells, oh, no. Well, this isn't really banana nut bread, which is good. It is very much more banana. It is a sweeter banana, and I feel like it is a little bit, at least on cold, a little bit more realistic of a banana than the Scentsy one, which felt very artificial. This one still has an artificial quality to it, But I think the vanilla and the butter and like them trying to emulate the sweeter components of it kind of help it a little. I don't know, for me, banana's a really hard one to like emulate properly. But this one comes a lot closer than, in my opinion, than the Scentsy one. So I will be curious to see how this compares and stacks up to that. If it, I'm looking for one that will smell kind of like banana cupcakes. Maybe I'll like warm a cube of this with one of those like sugar cookie, iced sugar cookie ones and see if I can get like the right combo. Because I feel like that might work to get me where I'm looking to get. But not a bad sweet banana bread, just not necessarily any more authentic than some of the other ones I've smelled. All right, next we have a bunch of things that start with W. Let's see if any of them are available to talk about. Yes, waffles and ice cream. I love this scent. I actually loved it so much that I bought 5 clams of this to add to my already couple that I have that I've warmed through at least one of them. Oh my goodness, this scent is fantastic. It is still available. I highly recommend you try it if you even think that you might be remotely interested. This is like vanilla and dough and ice cream, and it is so great. Be the first in line for this fun treat. Scooped ice cream melts over warm waffles. Yum. Soft warm waffles and light syrup is the top note. Mid is vanilla bean and swirled sugar, and base is whipped milk, butter, and batter. And that's really what it is. It is waffles and vanilla and like an ice cream note, and it is delicious. It's like the buttery dough of waffle batter, fresh waffle batter. You get a hint of light syrup, like they say light syrup, and they're not kidding. This is not a maple syrup heavy scent. So if you're not a big like maple person or syrupy person, this isn't that sort of scent. Like the focus on this one is the vanilla and the waffles, if not like the vanilla ice cream and the waffles. And it is heavenly, and it lasts so well. It lasts all day. I love it, and I'm so glad I was able to pick up a few more of these, especially on discount. All right, so that one is available. Moving on to our final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one on our list is Worm Sugar Donut. This is Donut Worry, Be Happy. Enjoy the sweet and savory aroma of a warm sugar donut. Top note is cinnamon and sugar and vanilla. Mid is warm fried dough, and base is sparkling sugar and vanilla bean. Well, I get a whiff of sugar right away, cinnamon sugar. It gives me like a similar cinnamon sugar that the brown sugar churros did, but not quite as like molasses heavy. That does smell like a freshly dusted donut. Oh man. It legitimately smells like one of those, like if you get like the classic donut, it's like the cinnamon sugar. Oh man. This is bringing me like the grocery store vibes. Like when you get like those little like prepackaged ones, like the mini cinnamon sugar donuts. Oh my god, this is basically that. This is very authentic. I'm shocked. Because the brown sugar churro one was good, but I didn't feel like it was quite what I was hoping it would be. This is like dead on for those like little white containers with like all the little mini donuts. Oh my god. I kind of want to go to like 7-Eleven and get mini donuts now. Oh, that is very much a warm sugar donut. 100%. 100%. Yep. I don't even have anything else to say to that. That they nailed it with that one. Next is White Coral. This one is no longer available because it was a summer collection one. And this one, I feel like all the coral ones just end up smelling like shampoo to me. Like, it doesn't matter what company makes the coral scent. Like, Coral Waters from Scentsy smelled like shampoo. Like, the red coral or pink coral shores or whatever from Sensational smelled like shampoo to me. This one also kind of does the same thing. It's like, smells like floral tropical shampoo. Like herbal essences, I don't know, one of those like strongly floral, kind of dewy shampoos. Though this one is a little bit more mellow than the other ones I've tried before. It's not quite as shampoo-esque. But it's that like fruity, bright, floral, not really aquatic, not sandy sort of note scent. Very, very fruity tropical. Very summery. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just need to go and find some coral and smell it and see what it smells like. All right. Next we have White Pine Lake. This is still available. This is a cool breeze sweeps over crystal waters just below spring fresh pine trees. Just below spring fresh pine trees. That makes more sense. Top notes are sparkling citron and cool waters. Mid is pine and fir balsam, and bottom is white cedar, spring breeze, and ivy wreath. This is a Christmas tree scent. This is a pine tree forest, pine and fir balsam, with cedar. It's kind of like if Very Soy Spruce from Scentsy got a like summer variant. Ooh, that is strong. It has pine for days. Pine, fir, cedar. Ooh, this is a tree scent with like a citrus up note. So if you like something maybe like evergreen and grapefruit from Scentsy where you have like a citrus note to it, I feel like you'd like something like this. This is very strong of like tree scent. Like pine for sure, balsam for sure, cedar, white cedar for sure. But you get like that air vibe. So like the spring breeze, cool waters, I can see that too. Or I can smell it, I should say. Citron, I mean, you get that like your nose is in the pine trees, even though you're sitting at the lakeside. And it's pretty, and there's like a little bit of like that citrusy, lemony sort of vibe to it. It's like during the daytime, not during like a winter snowstorm. This is definitely more of a wintry scent though. All right, next, or last two I should say, is we have Wild Berry and Waffles. This one is breakfast is served. Golden brown waffles are covered with blueberries, strawberries, and cream. Top notes are blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry. Mid are morning waffles and cream, and base is vanilla batter. Ooh, that's like berry. That is like berry in your face. I don't really smell waffles in this. Oh no, I lied. It's very subtle. Like that top note of berry is just like in your face. Like I get blueberry, I get raspberry, blackberry maybe even. And like strawberry, yeah. I can see that, yeah, there's strawberry in there. Surprisingly, I like this scent even though there's strawberry in it because like the blueberry is quite tart. Same with the raspberry. You kind of get like a waffle dough note to this. But as far as vanilla batter goes, I don't know where they're coming with that. Like that, maybe when it warms and like the berry scents mellow a bit, you'll get a more of the waffle note. But on first like cold sniff, this is just a berry scent with maybe a hint of waffle in the background. So it's okay. But it's like berry scent. Okay, moving on. All right. Next we have, and I should say last we have, Wildest Dreams. Thank you for making through here. Hopefully my camera made it through there. Sometimes my camera's like, no, I'm gonna take a nap on you. Wildest Dreams. This is lose your inhibitions and watch your wildest dreams come to life. A dreamy blend of elegant spices, warm vanilla and soft woods. Top is warm amber, bergamot, and jasmine. Mid is apple blossom and cedarwood. And bottom is black pepper and sandalwood. And this is a great scent. Oh, man. Let's see. What do I smell? I smell jasmine. I get sandalwood. I get like a soft floral that could be like the apple blossom. Don't really get a whole lot of bergamot. Do pick up the amber. Maybe I get cedar in here. I'm not sure I get the black pepper note either. But I do get, I will say, I get the jasmine, I get the amber, the sandalwood, and a bit of the apple blossom. This is a beautiful, warm, not quite vanilla, but slightly woodsy. This is like a romantic scent. It's like one of those ones where it's kind of hard to describe. Think of like Love Story from Scentsy, where it smells like it's supposed to be like dark chocolate and something or another, and amber or whatever it is. It's kind of like a romantic scent, kind of like that. It's like a great bedroom scent. I'm not saying that there's chocolate in this because I don't smell any chocolate, but you get that slightly perfumey, slightly cozy, relaxing, a little bit floral, a little bit woodsy sort of vibe, and then there's like the rich tone of the amber that brings a nice warmth to it. Oh, I could smell this all day. This is a very good scent. This is a winner for me. Oh man, but I'm kind of partial to jasmine scents, so that is Wildest Dreams, and we made it. So that is my giant Goose Creek candle haul. I did pick up some room sprays really quick. We'll just talk about them. I'm not going to go through all of them in quite as much depth. Warm and Welcome is a very nice, cozy sort of scent. I believe it's still available right now. Think like slightly cologne, but more like cozy fabrics, cashmere kind of quality. Waffles and ice cream because reasons. Macintosh apples, basically Johnny Appleseed, but you know, why not? Teakwood, that's another one that we didn't talk about here. This one is very much a cologne-based sort of scent. Very woodsy, definitely teakwood. I love it. It's a deep, rich, woodsy scent. And then finally, Cotton Vanilla Breeze. This is a very interesting, fun. I wonder if Scentsy would ever make like a vanilla cotton scent because I really enjoyed this one. Pleasantly surprised by it. Yeah, it's vanilla and it's cotton. What else there's to say? So, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found some interesting scents that you're curious to maybe try. Thank you again to Goose Creek for helping me with my order that got lost, and then they helped me find it again, or resent it to me, I should say. And if you are new here, consider subscribing. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, and I will see you guys in our next video. Take care. Bye.